Hello guys, and welcome to another series on this channel. This series will be called The Engines of MTA. Now before I start, this series is based off of two people. Amtrak Guy 365 being the main, and Thunderbolt T1007 Productions. Amtrak Guy does Engines of Amtrak. Thunderbolt does Engines of Scepter. I will be taking over doing Engines of MTA within the New York City Transit Authority in New York City. Today we will be talking about the R32 train cars. In 1963, the New York City Transit Authority gave Budd Company a contract for 600 BMT IND cars to replace their older D-type triplex and BMT standards, which were running for over 35 years of service. At the time, this was the largest order that NYCT, aka New York City Transit Authority, has made between them and Budd, having a cost of $68,820,000 for all 600 train cars. Budd won the contract, having each train costing $114,700 between them and St. Louis Car Company. The R32s were the only trains made by Budd for New York City Transit Authority due to NYCT not liking Budd having all trains staying still. Budd lost all their contracts after the R32s due to them not benefiting on changing. The R32s were built between 1964 and 1965. However, on August 18, 1964, the Transit Authority needed approval for the modification to 300 R32s to make sure the tunnels were cleared for them and the trains could fit in the tunnels, since the R32s weighed 4,000 pounds less than the original subway cars. Finally, 1 month after, on September 9, 1964, the ceremonial trip for the R32s took place, operating from Mott Haven Yard in the Bronx to Grand Central Manhattan. Then the next week, on September 14th, they entered run-review service on the Q line running from Coney Island to Midtown. These trains were originally supposed to be for the N and Q lines, but would eventually be assigned to the West End T and TT lines. The R32s were numbered from 3350 to 3949. However, 3659 was renumbered to 3348. We'll explain that later. They were formed in merry pairs, so they were 120 feet each, two cars, which means 60 feet for one, having a width of 10 feet wide and a height of 12 feet, weighing over 70,000 pounds when delivered, but 79,000 when the train was first built. The R32 had a Westinghouse H2C coupling, so it could couple to a R42. In 1974, R32 cars 3700 and 3701 was sent to Garrett facility in California to test out flywheel energy storage system. 3700 passed, however 3701 remained unmodified. In 1987, the GOH, aka the General Overhaul Program, was established and all R32 trains were rebuilt. However, cars 3616, 3629, 3651, and 3766 were all damaged without repair due to a lot of damages and accidents in the 70s and 80s. Car 3659 was rebuilt and renumbered to 3348 due to having its made repair and a derailment. 3669 was retired due to a derailment, and so 3668 was rebuilt and renumbered to 3669. From 1988 to 1990, GE, aka General Electric, rebuilt 10 R32s in its facility in Buffalo, New York. So Mary repairs 3594 to 3595, 3880 to 3881, 3892 to 3893, 3936 to 3937, and 3934 to 3935 were built as prototypes, and the remaining cars that were rebuilt in Hornell, New York. The storm doors were replaced by illuminated flipped-out route signs that could be displayed both letters and numbers. Due to the air conditioning evaporators making it hard to change the front route signs, the express and local road signs were taken down. After the refurbishment of the R32s, the R32s were renamed to the R32 Phase 1, R32 Phase 2, and R32 GE. The differences between the Phase 1, Phase 2, and the GEs is that the GEs with specifications of the R38 subway cars. How? The R32 GE had air brakes. The frame was just like had a square outside like the route sign, just like the R38s. However, one thing train always shows: age. In 2004, the MTA ordered over 1,000 R160 type cars to replace the aging R40 Smarts, Slants, and R32s, and potentially the R42s, which was supposed to retire in 2015. However, the GE cars were first, retiring in the summer of 2007, and the Phase 2 cars following that same year, 2008, in the summer, until October 13th, 2008, with 232 cars remaining. The MTA noticed something about the R44 type cars, which was beginning to really show their age, with the structural issues starting to wear off badly. So this MTA decided, instead of retiring the R32s, to retire the R44s instead. And so in 2010, all 44s were taken off the rails and retired, and being scrapped in New Jersey by 2012. In that same year, 232 R32s were assigned to 207th Street Yard for the A and C lines. In 2017, the life will be extended even longer using the Scheduled Maintenance Service program, which is over $25 million. With the R179 order being delayed by almost 3 years, the R32s will have to run longer. But sadly, in 2018, the 179s will start to come in more. More R42s will start to come off the rails. You would think that the R42s retired, but you're right. However, the R32s were supposed to retire in 2022, when the new the R211s were supposed to be completed. However, the MTA decided that it was time. Due to the pandemic that we are currently experiencing in 2020, the R32 wasn't a full width cab to protect the operators. So the MTA decided that it was time to retire the R32s, with final 8 cars remaining on the C line going to Euclid Avenue. And late March of 2020, by early April 6, 2020, all R32s were finally retired. However, some R32s were saved for maintenance work. Mary Pairs 3350, 3351, 3352, 3353, 3594, 3595, and 3786 to 3787 was saved for the Metropolitan Transit Authority for work trains, and many more. The R32s made a great impact, surviving for almost 56 years on the rails. It's currently the oldest train in the MTA Metropolitan Transit Authority of New York City Transit. R32s inspired many rail fans, even me, with the RFW, aka rail fan window, where you can use to record, and the oldest train. I mean, what more can I say? And always will, and still is, a part of the MTA, the Metropolitan Transit Authority of New York City.